You stare at the flickering monitor of your old laptop. The room is quiet, save for the hum of the cooling fan. You're 17, and you've just figured out how to bypass the school's firewall. It's not about the power, it's the rush of seeing what's behind the curtain. You feel like a magician. You spend your nights on forums, learning the language of onions and layers. To you, the dark web is just a library that never closes. You post your first line of code on a hidden board. You call yourself Nexus. You feel proud. A notification pings in a private chat. It's a PGP encrypted message from a handle you've seen before, the architect. He says he's seen your work on the encryption boards. He needs someone to help manage the back end of a new project. You hesitate for a second. You think about your homework. Then you click Accept. You tell yourself it's just a side gig, a way to sharpen your skills. You're still an innocent kid, just one who now knows how to hide his IP address better than anyone in your zip code. You're sitting in the same chair, but the laptop is gone, replaced by a dual monitor setup you bought with gifted Bitcoin. You are now a moderator for the black box. At first, it's just tech talk, but then the categories grow. You see a subforum for digital goods. You see another for pharma. You spend your evening deleting spam and banning scammers. You feel like a sheriff in a lawless town. You justify it. I'm just keeping the peace. I don't sell the stuff. I just keep the servers running. The architect vanishes. No warning, no goodbye. One morning you log in and realize you have full root access. You are the admin now. You look at the escrow wallet. There's 50 Bitcoin sitting there. Money that isn't yours, but is under your control. Your heart hammers against your ribs. You could walk away. Instead, you spend the next 6 hours rewriting the site's security protocols. You stop being the sheriff and start being the king. You wake up at 2 p.m. You haven't opened the curtains in 3 weeks. You check the canary file first, a digital dead man switch to ensure law enforcement hasn't seized the server. You look at your phone. Your friends from high school are posting photos at a cafe. You realize you haven't spoken to a human face-to-face in 10 days. You go to the kitchen, eat a slice of cold pizza, and sit back down. The blue light of the monitors is the only sun you know. The board is exploding. A major vendor just got busted, and the users are panicking. They think the site is compromised. You're typing at 100 words per minute, spinning a lie to keep the community calm. You're sweating. You realize that if the feds caught that vendor, they might be tracing his communications back to you. You look at the door. You wonder if the hinges are strong enough to hold against a battering ram. Every sound in the hallway makes you jump. You catch your reflection in the black screen during a reboot. You don't recognize the person staring back. You're thin, your eyes have deep circles, and your hands are shaking. You've moved the servers to 3 different countries this month. You have 5 different burn phones. You realize you aren't a digital architect anymore. You're a ghost. You have $1 million in crypto, but you're afraid to buy a car because a new registration creates a paper trail. You are the most powerful person in the room and the most terrified. It's 3 a.m. You're watching the live traffic logs. A weird spike comes from a Virginia IP address. Langley? Quantico? You immediately trigger a DDoS shield, but your hands won't stop trembling. You reach for your Go bag, a fake passport, and a hardware wallet. You stand by the window, peeking through the tape. Is that a black SUV or just a neighbor? You realize you can never log off. This is your life until the screen goes black for good. The cursor blinks on the Format All command. This is the end of the script. You have 2 fingers on the keys. In front of you is a screen that represents years of work, millions of dollars, and thousands of crimes. Behind you is the door. You hear a heavy vehicle pull up outside. You hear muffled voices. You have 5 seconds. Do you wipe the drives and run into the night, or do you wait for the flashbang to blind you? The screen turns off. The room is pitch black. The only sound is the heavy thud of footsteps on the stairs. You close your eyes. The kid who liked to tinker is gone. There's only the admin, and the admin is out of time.